Hello, YouTube community. It's Robert S., and welcome back to RobScure Music. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm actually going to be continuing a thread that apparently was started by Mike of MGK Boston YouTube channel. And I guess a couple days ago, he must have been bored. The weather was bad, and he decided to make a video. And what he did was he showed some greatest hits albums. And that's something that not a lot of people tend to show on their YouTube channels. So he did basically a 12 plus 1. He showed 13, 12 plus 1 equals 13. He showed 13 greatest hits albums and basically invited people to continue the thread. And I became aware of this really through Rich Strickler. I saw his thread where he talked about greatest hits albums, and he showed some fantastic greatest hits albums. They both did, actually. One of the things I liked about Mike was that he showed one or two that were less common. And my channel, RobScure Music, is all about the obscure, the lesser known artists and or albums that are out there. So what I thought I would do is show my 12 plus 1 equals 13 greatest hits albums, but these are going to be, for the most part, lesser known artists, and in one case, a very, very well-known artist, but a lesser known, perhaps, greatest hits album. So why don't we get into it? We'll start with Joan Armatrading. Joan Armatrading is a singer-songwriter. I believe she lived in the UK, but she was originally from St. Kitts. Her songs are, again, she's a singer-songwriter. These are her songs. She's absolutely fantastic. Caribbean sort of vibe to them, but they're absolutely beautiful songs. We have, for example, Show Some Emotion. Fantastic song. Cool Blue Stole My Heart. That's more jazzy type of influence. And her music is sort of walking a fine line between folk, rock, jazz, and blues. Love and Infection, absolutely amazing song. Rosie, I'm Lucky, Drop the Pilot, Down to Zero, Willow, Me, Myself, I think it's a fantastic song. All the Way from America, which is actually a song I saw her perform on, I believe it was a Saturday Night Live, where she performed that song. And as soon as I heard that and fell in love with it, that's when I dove into her catalog. And I've been a fan ever since. So absolutely amazing greatest hits album. Next, and these are going to be in alphabetical order, in case you're wondering what sort of order I have these in. Next, we're going to go to the Boomtown Rats, Bob Geldof. This is the best of the Boomtown Rats. Many of you will know this group by their famous song, I Don't Like Mondays. But again, very fantastic, 80s sort of rock sound to it. She's So Modern. What a fantastic rock song that is. Mary of the Fourth Form, High Energy, Rat Trap, Looking After Number One is pretty good. Banana Republic, of course, I Don't Like Mondays, last song on side 1. Whoops, no edits. Diamond Smiles, amazing song. Diamond Smiles, I Don't Like Mondays, Someone's Looking at You. These are all from their album called The Fine Art of Surfacing, but they're all on this greatest hits album. So this is absolutely fantastic. If you're only familiar with that one song, do yourself a favor and take a listen to the Boomtown Rats. Next, we're going to jump into 60s psychedelic. The Chocolate Watch Band, the best of the Chocolate Watch Band. I'll show you the track listing here. And again, pure psychedelic, 60s garage type music. Let's Talk About Girls, absolutely fantastic. Sweet Young Thing, Baby Blue, I'm Not Like Everybody Else, which is the Kinks song that they cover. Are You Gonna Be There? In parentheses, At the Love-In, so you know this is 60s. What else is on here? Milk Cow Blues, Dark Side of the Mushroom, Uncle Morris, fantastic song. So, Chocolate Watch Band, number 3. Number 4, we're going to move to Canadian singer-songwriter Bruce Coburn, and this is called, what is this called? Anything, Anytime, Anywhere. And it's essentially his greatest hits. Oops, sorry for the glare. With, there's a new song on there. And a friend of mine once referred to him as a poor man's Van Morrison. And I think that's really an unfair comparison. He's, another singer-songwriter, like I said, from Canada. And I've enjoyed his music, oh my God, probably for 40, 45 years now. Wondering Where the Lions Are, absolutely amazing song. The Coldest Night of the Year, The Trouble with Normal, Lovers in a Dangerous Time, If I Had a Rocket Launcher, Call It Democracy. We get a little bit of political edge here. Pacing the Cage. Bruce Coburn, absolutely fantastic. Then we're going to jump into the Eurythmics greatest hits. A band you'll be familiar with, but not a lot of people, in my opinion, talking about them online. So, whoops, I'm going to try to show the track listing. And of course, it's got, all the songs you know and love. Sweet Dreams Are Made of This. Here Comes the Rain Again. Who's That Girl? Would I Lie to You? Don't Ask Me Why. Absolutely fantastic. King and Queen of America. From there, we're going to move into a little more folksy. The Indigo Girls, retrospective. The Indigo Girls were childhood friends from Georgia, I believe, and very sort of political. They're certainly trying to champion rights of Native Americans, environmental rights, gay rights, and you'd see them at Lilith Fair and different type of events and concerts. So I'll show you the track listing here. Very folksy type of sound. Closer to Fine, absolutely fantastic song. Watershed, 3 hits. Galileo, which Galileo might be a song that you're familiar with. Ghost, Power of Two is fantastic. Trouble, again, not a group that a lot of people I hear talking about, although I do believe that Rich Strickler mentioned the Indigo Girls, but I don't think he showed this album. So here it is. Then we'll stay with the sort of female singer-songwriter from Texas, Nancy Griffith. And this particular one is called From a Distance, which is, this song you're familiar with, but this is her cover of it. The very best of Nancy Griffith. And Nancy wrote some truly amazing songs. I really enjoy this. As a matter of fact, as much as I enjoy this collection, I think, a little bit more. And I listen to this a little bit more. Similar songs on it, but I just like the sequencing here. But anyway, let's talk about Nancy Griffith. Lone Star State of Mind. Okay, so like I said, she's from Texas. Fantastic song. From a Distance, which is obviously a song, who did it, Bette Midler or somebody? Ford Econoline, basically a song about a woman getting tired of her husband and taking off in her Ford Econoline. Trouble in the Fields, the dust, about the Dust Bowl days and the troubles with the crops and so on. There's a Light Beyond These Woods, parentheses, Mary Margaret. Absolutely fantastic song about, childhood friends and, growing up and moving away and so on. I don't want to talk about it. Drive-in movies and dashboard lights. The trouble or the problems teens have when they rely solely on their looks, in this case, their beauty. It's a Hard Life Wherever You Go. Essentially a song, she's sitting in the back of a cab in Ireland talking to the cab driver about, it being a hard life there in Belfast, a hard life in Chicago, she uses, but, in America. Outbound Plane, Gulf Coast Highway, a duet. Absolutely fantastic song. Do yourself a favor, check out Nancy Griffith. So that's what, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think. Or was that 8? Anyway, next, an artist that you all know, an album you may not. George Harrison, Greatest Hits. 2-disc set. And, you've got the usual suspects here. Give Me Love, Give Me Peace on Earth, My Sweet Lord, Blow Away, All Things Must Pass, While My Guitar Gently Weeps, This Song, You, What Is Life, All Those Years Ago, and so on. But you've also got Sue Me, Sue You Blues, Run of the Mill. It has Handled with Care, so we got Traveling Wilburys stuff on here. Any Road is on here. Love that song. Rising Sun. You've got Wah Wah. Devil's Radio, Fish on the Sand. I Don't Want to Do It. And then you've got, like I said, so the more popular, Here Comes the Sun, live version. Here Comes the Moon. Crackerbox Palace. Teardrops. Absolutely fantastic. 2-disc set. And next we get into another 2-disc set. And this is a group from the 60s. I believe they were from Scotland. Marmalade. This is called Fine Cuts, the Best of Marmalade. And many of you may know them from their song, Reflections of My Life. But as you see, we've got lots of songs, 2 complete discs. And if you enjoy the 60s sound generally, I think you would enjoy Marmalade. Maybe 2 discs might be a little bit too much for you, but I love this group. You've got, they did a cover of Obla Di Obla Da, which, Beatles song, which was actually their first hit. You've got, and there are a couple covers on here, actually. They do Time Is on My Side, Rolling Stones song, Mr. Tambourine Man, Summer in the City, I Shall Be Released. But they've got their own songs on here as well. I See the Rain, amazing song, absolutely amazing. Station on 3rd Avenue, Rainbow, Great Answer, Just One Woman, fantastic. Like I said, 2 CDs. One is for their 60s output and the other in the 70s. So kind of neat the way they did that. Next, moving along alphabetically, the original 60s hippie chick, Melanie Safka. And this is the best of Melanie, another artist that I absolutely love. I have probably most of her albums. I'll show you the track listing there. And obviously, we all know and love her from her song Lay Down, Candles in the Rain. If you don't know that, you obviously know, what's it called? Actually, not even on here, is it? Oh, Look What They've Done to My Song. Brand New Key, which I'm just noticing isn't on here. Okay, who put together a best of Melanie without Brand New Key on it? Beautiful People is on here. Her cover of Ruby Tuesday, the Rolling Stones song, Nickel song, her sort of poke at the recording industry and, wanting, I forget how she puts it, but a dollar song for a nickel, basically. The Good Book is an amazing song. So, Melanie. And we'll move into the 80s, 90s. Allison Moyet, Singles. If you don't know Allison Moyet, she was with the group Yaz. And this collection includes not only songs from Yaz or Yazoo, depending on where you are, and how what name they were referenced as. This includes her singles as well. So you've got Only You, Nobody's Diary, All Cried Out. You got Love Resurrection, which was probably one of her biggest hits. It Won't Be Long, Whispering. I mean, it's just, again, so many great songs on here. And this also includes 2 new tracks and 3 that Yaz tracks on here. So absolutely fantastic. And then finally, we're going to move back to the UK in the 70s. Sweet. The best of Sweet. And of course, Sweet has an album called Desolation Boulevard, which is amazing. And that album has songs like Ballroom Blitz, Fox on the Run, The 16s that are on here. This also includes Action, the US single version, California Nights, Sweet FA, great rocking song, and their last hit single, Love Is Like Oxygen. Anyone remember that song? So that's my last greatest hits, Sweet. And I'm back because I realized that was only 12. So here's number 13. George Strait. Get a little bit of country in here. George Strait being a very popular country artist that I don't think anybody talks about in the BC. You've got, Willie, obviously discussed, even Waylon to some extent, but not so much George Strait. But you've got some fantastic songs here. Famous Last Words, Baby Blue, If You Ain't Lovin', You Ain't Livin', What's Going On in the World, Ace in the Hole, Love Without End, Amen, Easy Come, Easy Go, All My Exes Live in Texas. Absolutely, sorry about the glare, fantastic collection. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you, Mike, for starting this interesting thread. Anyone wants to continue this, please do so. In the meantime, stay well, friends, and remember, if the music strikes a chord, let it play.